house. Yeah, whichever. You pick. All righty. So I hope we've had a wonderful week. We love conference. That's been a couple weeks since we've been here.
State conference was like June conference, wasn't it?
So good. Ours is this week. So I just record these if you're wondering what's going on. I got a lot of bodies. Yeah. It's a worn spot. That's a 22-year-old mat used many times a day. They just last. Debbie and Linda. There's Tina. You're over on the end. Yes. You have a full house. It's fabulous. And sometimes the balls run away and you just have to go find them.
We watch this live.
You just have to be on the same time. But I go and I just decided, it's just the traffic. I can't make it unless, I have to leave at 6:45 to get here by 8, which is dumb. So I just leave at 5:30.
And go do
yoga. And then come. And then I get everything set up.
There's a house by me.
I know. So I've heard. Oh, I know. Blair and I are like, did we jump the gun too fast moving? Because there's so much available over there.
2 houses over there.
I know. But no, I believe we're where we're supposed to be. Did I tell you that the tender mercy that I got? Guess what my calling is? Primary music.
Oh, yeah.
It's licensed to play.
It's the best calling in the world.
It's the best calling in the world. So, today I'm cutting off my feet. Excuse me.
Your face?
My feet. There we go. Now they can see my feet. So I record these. So Debbie Arnell is just YouTube. Just Google Debbie Arnell, and you can watch it and do it. So today, October, we're working on our breath. So go ahead and hold the ball underneath your feet still for just a moment. If it runs away, it's okay. We'll go grab it, right? But just hold still. Find your breath. We've been working different methods of breathing. Last week we did belly breathing. We've done box breathing today. Now this is going to feel really weird, I'm sure. But instead of box breathing, we're going to do triangle breath. And I want you to picture a triangle that's like a mountain, so the point is at the top. And also a triangle that the point, can I do this? The point is at the bottom, right? I know, it's like, that's kind of a different, we should do that, So, our breath is constantly ebbing and flowing, right? Rising and falling. I've got my notes so that I get it all right. Entering and leaving our bodies. It goes in, it goes out. Full body breathing is an extraordinary symphony of both powerful and subtle movements that massage our inner organs, oscillate our joints, alternately tone and release all the muscles in the body. It is a full, I can get this right. It's a full participation of life. So did you realize that your breath does all that? So as you just find that breath today, yoga is not for experts. Yoga is for human beings. And all of you are human beings. Notice, and so the triangle breath, okay, the inhale will come up one side of the mountain. Just picture this in your mind. The exhale, you'll bring yourself down the mountain. And then the pause of the exhale is just going to hold you there. Inhale. And exhale. And pause. And I will teach this over and over again. There's only one thing that can go wrong with breathing. And that's if you breathe with tension. Any kind of strain behind the eyes, the temple, the temples, the forehead, the throat. If you ever feel panicky because it's making me full and I need to breathe, yeah, that's a sign that you just need to stop breathing. So find that deep inhale and that deep exhale. Now the pauses is what we're working today, and the pauses bring stillness. So go ahead and inhale, find a pause, and exhale, and find a pause. So when I first learned that breath and started working on retention of breath, like the holds, it was like, oh, that's like I've got a box in my mind. I can see the inhale, I can see the pause, I can see the exhale, and I can see the pause. And so I just, it's box breathing, and then all of a sudden I'm reading, and it's an actual thing, box breathing. I felt so smart. But triangle breathing is the same thing, and guess what? So let's practice, let's do the box breathing 4 times, and then we'll move on to the triangle breath. Inhale, pause. You're working with your breath, exhale, and pause. You might go, Debbie, I need to inhale longer. Do inhale, pause, and exhale. Notice that here, there's a pause, and the inhale, it's kind of making it all the same, Find it all the same. So we've got this nice square little box, and then we're going to play. That's where we come up with the triangle breath. So inhale, and exhale, and pause. Yeah, and inhale, and exhale, and pause. One more of those. Inhale, and exhale, and pause. And then reverse it. What? Start with the inhale, go across the top. The exhale comes down, and the inhale, the coming back up, is a pause. Inhale, exhale, and pause. And inhale, and exhale, and pause. And then you choose which you like the best, whether it's the box, the triangle, the inverted triangle, or one last one, a circle breath. So in your mind, see the inhale forming a great big circle, and the pause just brings us back to the bottom. And then we're going to actually take the other way, the circle. Inhale, and pause, and inhale. Notice that in that pause, there's also then an exhale, and then an inhale. So, go ahead and open those eyes. So this is kind of, notice what's happened within yourself. I can feel it in the room. Our energy shifts. This breath is here all day long, all night long, okay? This is one of the things that will help you stay present. Breath does that. Breath is the tool. In a conversation, I felt this. I know you'll find this difficult to believe that I ever, but I have been in time where I'm acting poorly and I can see it's like I've stepped back and I can see that I'm really behaving poorly, right? And then it's like, you can change this. You know, I have those thoughts. And really, if I'm trying to be present in the conversation, then I kind of find my breath. I'll even close my eyes and just take a deep breath and then open back up and try to be really present in that conversation and act a little better. So that's, to me, that's this ebb and flow of life. That's this living with the whole body. So many times we go through a day and we don't. We're out in the yard, we're not thinking of our breath at all, okay? But no, it's just there waiting for you to use it, okay? Now, last thing, the diaphragm that basically attaches all the way around this rib cage. It attaches to every portion of the rib cage, and it moves up and down. It's a muscle fiber that contracts and expands, just like every other muscle. And just like every other muscle, we can increase its capacity, okay? We can take an inhale, and we can feel the expansion happen, and then we can take an exhale. And this is what massages the internal organs, whether it's an inhale or an exhale, right? We're massaging the liver, the pancreas, the kidneys, the stomach, the colon. And I don't know if you have felt this, but my whole digestive system improves when I do breathing exercises. So if that's an issue, talk to me after class. I can help you with that. So go ahead, grab your balls again. And we're looking for sore places on the feet. Tender spots. So we got a new mattress last week, and Tuesday, I'm like, why does it hurt right here when I sit? So I've actually got a rib that's out, which is amazing. I can do yoga, I can do everything, but when I sit, it hurts. Although I had a guy work on it on Monday, and I've got a couple bruises. He was trying to get that back in, and it just wasn't popping very well. So, as we work with our bodies, okay, we're going to have this type of experience, whether it's a hip, whether it's a foot, whether it's a shoulder, whether it's a knee, right? Find your breath. When I breathe and pause, I remember that I can love that's hurting, even as it's hurting, because it still can move. Okay, make sure that you change it to the other foot. We won't spend a ton of time on these balls today, but we will. So we're going to, and you know we do this anyway, but we're going to use the whole body to wiggle, to move, and move with our breath, and move with our pauses. So it'll be a little bit different. I might need to shut that down. Or just maybe move forward. It's okay, it can't. Gilbert, I've got a little thing over here that'll pull that down.
Well, at least the sun shining.
I know. Yesterday here was quite
There.
windy.
Good.
Oh, yes. That one, I saw you looking.
Yeah, but I was watching the machine.
Yeah, I saw you looking. That's why it got closed. All righty, go ahead and just for a moment into the palms, okay? Squeeze all 4 fingers. Now, let's practice moving with our breath. I know, it's just the inhale, a pause. Maybe the fingers can stretch a little more as you pause, and exhale. And a pause and just squish them all as tight as you can. That's a pause in breath. Inhale. See if you can use the whole inhale to get the fingers up. Pause. Exhale. And squeeze. Change hands. Inhale. Maybe one hand doesn't work quite as well. Pause. And exhale. And then take that whole pause and just squeeze. And inhale. And pause. And exhale. And squeeze. Good job. So that's kind of what we're going to find in our movement today, right? So we're going to take, just put the ball behind you. There you go. The inhale will be here. Okay, we're just turning the arms open. You might just get here. You're going to try to take the shoulder blades. They're trying to kind of move on to the back. Okay, does that make sense? Can you feel the shoulder blades do that? They do pull down, they do lift up, but we're going to try and rotate them. They're not going to move like this much. There's just going to be this little widening. Okay, let me see if you can see that.
Sorry, I keep going.
That just means you need more oxygen. Okay, so the shoulders, they go up, they go down, right? Like this, but they can also kind of do this. So it's like I'm squeezing the point of the shoulder blade together, and the upper is coming down, but they're still depressing. It is going to take you and create a back bend. Okay, it just does that. And then you've got to use this to pull back. So we're going to try that today. This is new stuff. We have not done this before. The inhale is here. The exhale, if we pull the elbows towards the waistline, letting the palms turn up, you're going to feel the shoulder blades kind of depress and pull in. Yes? Okay? And then we're actually going to take as if somebody's punching your belly, and you're going to pull back into that action. You feel quite a bit of work going on, and then release. Okay, so it'll look like this: the inhale, the pause, the exhale, the pause, and then the inhale. The pause, the elbows come down, the exhale, pull that belly back, the rib cage back, and pause. Notice that that's a little bit more aggressive. And release, and just take some breaths. So, if you ever feel strain or feel like I need to take a breath, you stop and take a breath. Okay, you just do. It's the best way. So, inhale, pause, exhale, pause, inhale, pause, exhale, pause. One more. Inhale, pause, exhale, pause, and release. Breathe. Roll through those shoulders. Okay. So everything we do, we want to do with that breath. We're now going to kind of almost like a swimming stroke. I'd like you to take and lead with the elbow. Why do I have you lead with the elbow? There's a muscle that attaches here. It originates on the ribs. And so when we lift it up like this, we actually lift the rib cage. Okay, so it's gonna, you might think you're just swimming, but it's really gonna be stylized. So go ahead and come here, and it's gonna come over. And then the elbow's gonna come back in. And then I'm gonna come back to here. Do it again with me. Over, the elbow lifts. So you wanna feel that stretch. Yes, all along this side. The elbow's not just back here, I'm moving it forward, okay? And then this elbow is gonna make a big, kind of almost like a rainbow into my waistline, and I'm gonna twist to the side, okay? And then I'm just gonna come back to center. Okay, questions? All right, let's everybody do right, okay? And I'm not gonna mirror because it doesn't mirror here. So you got your right now, I'll mirror. Guys, do your left hand. Okay, here we go. Up, Find that reach. And then that elbow is gonna rainbow into the waistline to a curve over. And then you're just gonna come back to center. Okay? The inhale. The pause is holding. The exhale. There's a pause as you hold, and then you release. Can you feel this working? Okay. So one of the things that we're going to be doing today and doing through October is strengthening the whole rib cage, but it's not just the rib cage, it's whole abdominal cavity. The lung capacity is going to increase. Our movement of the intercostal muscles between. So sometimes we think, oh, I'm just not taking a deep enough breath. But sometimes the rib, the muscles in between each rib, the intercostals, they're so tight, they can't expand so that you can expand into that. So we're stretching and moving. Okay, does that make sense? Let's try the other side. So left arm. Okay, here we go. Elbows up and over. That's the inhale. Pause. Exhale comes up and back. There's a curve. It's like somebody's getting you here. Yeah, you can lift this arm. And then you're going to pause and come back to center. I held that too long. So inhale. Stretch. Exhale is the pause. Ignore me. Let me try it again. Inhale. There's a pause that just holds. Exhale. And there's a pause. And then come back to center. We're going to do this side and then this side. Here we go. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Back to center. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. And pause. Anytime that you're feeling tension, you can also do that audible exhale. Just kind of let that out, okay? It's a great one to do in the car if you're frustrated. Is anybody getting into the low back? Is it getting into your low back a little? Okay, let's just do a little bit of cat-cow. When you work ribs and intercostals, the low back has to be really strong. And so I will show you, we'll warm it up. Try to do a barrel roll. Yeah, when we're doing rib cage, I wanted you to be able to see rib cage move. So find that movement and then reverse it. Round. It's like you're filling a hula hoop with your body. Let it go back, let it go forward, reverse it again. Okay, notice that the first time you're kind of awkward and then you start going and you get into this rhythm and then I reverse it and you're awkward again and then you get into the rhythm. Okay, beautifully done. Go ahead and bring your forearms onto your thighs, tuck your chin and just hang. If you can totally let the arms hang. We're stretching out the low back. Try to tuck your chin and really let the head hang. Breathe. You're going to bring your hands to your thighs. We've done this before a lot. Push down and forward. You're going to bring your body off your thighs and you're rounding. So you're creating as big a C curve as your back will allow. Tucking the chin here. And then go ahead and come back up. Let your hands come behind, holding onto the chair. Bend the elbows, because when you bend the elbows, the shoulders can move back. Open through the heart. Come back to here, tuck and bend. And then come back up, grab, and open. Here's the inhale. There's a pause. And then the exhale. Make it an audible one. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Beautifully done. Come back to center. So you all have a block. So when we do side work, we want to use our legs. So it's gonna be right there, and we're gonna squeeze the block together. So I want your legs actively squeezing. Notice that when you move with the squeeze, you don't get a lot of shifting, right? Okay. One more each side of this one, but squeeze the block and see if that takes out of your back a little bit of that strain, okay? Hugging the block in, go ahead and push into your feet. See if you can spread your toes while you're at it. Inhale, there it goes. Pause, exhale. Squeeze that block and pause, come back to center. Second side, inhale, pause, exhale. Squeeze the block here, yeah. And then the pause brings you back to center. Less strain on the back, doing that, yeah. So that's just something to remember. You can use the strap we put around our thighs. You can squeeze a block. You just want to engage the lower leg muscles, okay? All righty. How are your shoulders feeling? Okay, pretty good? Okay, let's do our neck. Moving with your breath, go over the right shoulder. Take an inhale. Exhale, let it take the whole exhale to move it back to the other side. Now your exhale may be faster than mine. There's a pause, and then you're going to inhale and take it all the way back to the first side. And there's a pause. And then there's an exhale. Pause and an inhale. Not straining, but moving with your breath. Now do it without the pause. The inhale, the exhale. There is always a little bit of a pause when we shift, but we don't have to have a long, drawn out one either. We can just find a long, slow breath. Go ahead, come back to center. Drop your chin. That's the exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Ooh, do you feel that in between your shoulder blades? Is that just me? Inhale up. So you feel it in your neck. Exhale, drop. Inhale up. And pause right in center. Beautifully done. Okay? And then draw your ear towards the shoulder. You can totally on top, but we never hand. The head is actually pushing into the hand, and the hand's just not letting it move. There, and then we bring this arm out, the opposite arm, and we're going to try to drop the shoulder. Go ahead and turn the palm up. You're going to feel that. Yeah, that'll just change the stretch a little bit. So go ahead and let the hand come behind you, and let it come in front, and let it come behind. Again, push your head back into your hand, and then release. So if anybody ever tells you to push on your head, one more, sorry, we need to do one more. We need to turn the chin towards the shoulder. And back up. The arms out to the side, chin, and back up. Again, it's my head moving. I'm just adding a little bit of extra weight with my hands there. And then release. Roll through the shoulders. Second side. Okay. Come up and over. I like to kind of go like this and then make my head push that way. There goes the arm. Continuing to breathe deeply. Turn the palm open. Yeah. Move the arm back. Ooh, maybe a little stretch on the front of that shoulder. Maybe the arm back. Maybe a stretch in between. One more back. One more forward. And then go ahead and turn the chin down. Ooh, right there. Sternocleidomastoid muscle. Open. All the places it attaches. Down. And open. And then gently release. Okay, go ahead and pull the shoulders up. Get them as tight as you can, and then squeeze them together. You're getting this snug, like you maybe put a nickel between your shoulder blades. You're going so tight. and then they're gonna pull down, and it's like someone's pushing down on your shoulders, but you're not. You're pushing them down, and then you're gonna roll them forward. That's gonna round through your spine, and then we're just gonna pull them back and forward, and roll through and shake them out. Okay, do you remember those little Chinese drums that have the little ball that? Let it swing. Okay, you're gonna have to bend your arms or your hands will hit the chair. And you don't wanna hit the chair. Okay, you're just swinging. Okay, squeeze your block is gonna help protect that low back from pain. Yeah, and then pause. Okay, let's get into our feet a little bit more. Our feet. Foots. Put it between, and I'd like the ball of your foot to push into the block and your ankle. Okay? Ankle too. Okay? We're going to pull the block. You might want to hold on to your chair. We're going to pull it back and squish your toes. Can you see my toes? Forward. We do all sorts of things. Pull it back. Switch it forward. Can you feel your hamstrings? I've been working on legs and chairs, guys. You know this. Pull it. Pull it back. Squish it forward. And release. Can you feel that works your body? So yoga is about moving, right? So here we go. Move it a little bit that way. Just a tiny bit, and then move this foot. We're gonna go up and down. Up and down. Back we go. The inhale, pause, the exhale. No, how can we do this? The inhale, the exhale. The inhale, pause, the exhale. The inhale, pause, the exhale. The inhale, pause, the exhale. Notice if you're doing this with your body or not. Push into this foot. Inhale, pause, exhale. Inhale, pause, exhale. Inhale, quad work, exhale. Inhale, pause. Go ahead and push the block forward. You're still pausing. It's burning. And plant the heel. Yeah. Keep a little bend so you almost feel as if there's a wire just pulling the top of that shin. Because we don't, some of you are knee lockers. I am. That is not a great place for that knee to be, okay? So you're pushing into the heel and into here, and then you're just gonna try, this foot can come back in. Push down and forward with this foot. You're gonna try to draw this block back. You're not gonna get it to move, but you can feel the muscle. Yeah. And then release, push forward, pull back. So it's the heel, push forward, pull back. It's almost the same movement, a little bit more aggressive than we did with the block. Pull it back. Okay, let's find our breath. Ready? Inhale, push it forward. Exhale, pull it back. Inhale, push it forward. Exhale, pull it back. Inhale, push it forward. Exhale, pull it back and pause. Oh yeah, one of those. And then release and shake it out. Okay, go ahead and put it up as high as it can be, and it's slightly turned out to the side. Okay, you're gonna plant the foot on it. This foot is gonna go out to the side as far as you can go. Everybody's gonna be different. I don't want you to go out here and get the cramp in your hip, okay? So come there, and then this is just wiggling in and out, okay? I don't know about you, this gets my psoas like none other, but it's the warm-up that has to be done every day, okay? So this, do it while you're driving. You can see I'm not getting enough pressure down on that block, so push onto the block a little bit more. Lean a little forward, and you're just getting some movement in that hip. How's that, Diana, okay? No problem. Okay, good. And then this foot's coming back. This foot's gonna lift. See if you can cross. For some, that's easy. Flex this foot. Now, we're still gonna kind of try to do, no, do this, try to do the same. Can you not, is it too painful on the knee?
I can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Okay. Try and get, and then reverse it. The reverse is gonna feel so awkward at first. And then pull forward and find a little bit of a lean. That's work going on in that. Yeah, come in and out of it if it's painful. And then release and put it down. Go ahead and take it long and lean over it. Well, we'll get this when we stand up. It's a hard one to get in the chair, to find a stretch there. Push the foot forward as if you're doing like a gas pedal. Push down. And then release. Okay, and go ahead. Let's do this again. Take it out. Squeeze ball of the foot and ankle. You're gonna notice this one's gonna a lot quicker than this, the one that we've already done. Pull it back, squish it forward. Pull it back, squish it forward. Pull it back, squeezing the block, push it forward. Pull it back, squish it forward.
You got a lot of practice on this.
I know. Pull it back. I get paid to practice. And release, yeah. Go ahead, and it's gonna move a little over to this side. No, to this side. Sorry.
The left side.
Yeah, well,
Right
no,
side.
the right. Yeah. And then here we go. Here we go. Inhale, up, pause, exhale. Inhale, pause, exhale. Notice we're just pausing on the inhale. Inhale, pause, try not to use the body. Right? Sit up straight, push down into this. Up we go. Up we go. Inhale, pause, and down. Inhale, pause, and exhale. Inhale, pause, and exhale. Inhale, pause, and exhale. Inhale, pause, and exhale. Last one. Inhale, hold. Push the block forward, hold, plant. Beautifully done. This leg is strong, okay? You're going to pull back from the heel. You're going to push forward with the heel. You're going to pull back. All I feel is like I'm just rolling over the calluses on the back of my heel. But I could do that this way. But we're using the whole pull back and push forward. Pull back and push forward. Pull back, use your breath, okay? Inhale, pull back. Exhale, push forward. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, push forward. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, push forward. Inhale, pull back. Hold, pause, feel the burn, enjoy it, and release. Beautifully done. Take it up, out to the side a little bit, plant the foot. Just a little movement. I know. And this other leg's going wide. Okay, and then this. You're just wiggling. Okay. In and out, and then start this. Oh no, we don't do that with that. Never mind. I'm like, that's really awkward. What's going on here? I feel weird. And then bring this foot back in, and you are picking this up and crossing it. Okay. Flex this foot. Feel the stretch. Breathe to the stretch. Come in and out of it. Because if you come back like this, does it release? Your hip. A little bit. Come back in and out. Yeah. This one usually I feel on this side, I feel at the hip flexor. I don't feel much of this anymore. I just don't feel much of anything when I do these. So I've had to shift what I do, but that's okay. Did you do the other side last time?
Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't remember everybody was off, but that's okay.
The other side, that's
I'm glad. And now we're gonna try this roll. And the opposite way. And change it up again, yeah, and then release. And then just come back, we're gonna stand. I haven't gotten my clock back, so we have to keep watching. All right, go ahead and stand. We're gonna use the strap standing, but not for a minute. So keep it on the back of your chair. Reach back. Oh, yeah, just stretch. Now, we always talk about bending the knees to get the sit bones a little higher. I still want that to happen, but then I want the belly, like you've got a corset on and it's pulling here. I'm not gonna round, but I'm gonna pull back enough that I actually will feel my glutes tighten a little bit, okay? Those rear end muscles tighten, and then release them. And then come back up and tighten, and then release. And come back up and tighten, and then release. Keep going. Reach and stretch. Now walk yourself back in. That should feel pretty good, and we will pretty much every time do the shake. So just find the shake, let everything jiggle. Faster with just the knees, and everything does jiggle, and it feels weird, and then stop, and notice that energy just go up through the body, and do it again. Okay, this is something that will help release. I hope you'll do this every day. You don't have to do it in the shower where everything really will jiggle, but you can do it every day. And then release. And just notice that energy that you've created. Beautifully done. Okay, sun salutations here. We haven't done them yet because I wanted to do them here. Inhale, the arms go up. There's a little bit of a pause. And then the exhale brings the hands down and steps us back. Okay, and then we want to pause and just find that pulling of the low belly in, the glutes work. Okay, inhale here, and an audible exhale. And then the inhale walks us back in. Okay, and then the exhale. Inhale, the arms go up. Pause. Exhale, the hands come down, I walk back, I find my down dog, and then I'm going to hold it for an inhale and an exhale. And then I'm going to inhale and walk it back in and exhale. Okay, we're going to do 10 of these. We've done 3. We've done 2 with the breath. Inhale, pause, exhale. Back, find the reach, and then pause on the exhale, and then take a whole breath. Inhale. Glutes engaged, belly's lifting. Exhale. And inhale, walk back up. And exhale. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Step back, find the reach. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, walk it back in. So you don't always have to pause. The next 3, no pause. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, walking back in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, find the reach. Exhale. Inhale, walk it back in, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Walk it back in, inhale, exhale. Beautifully done. Now slow it and see what adding the breath, the pause does. Inhale, pause, exhale, step back and pause. Inhale. Pause, exhale, pause, inhale, pause, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, pause, exhale, Pause. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Inhale. Pause. Last one. Exhale. Pause. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Feel the difference? Sometimes it can be more cardio, but I love when I get that pause and I can find that maybe I can feel that my body is just doing something a little more. I'm just going maybe a little deeper. Maybe I'm just really paying attention to the stretch that's happening, okay? Go ahead and, I don't know if you need to go, we're going to the floor, grab your strap and take it with you. I'll just turn the lights off so that
There we go.
it's not in our eyes, that's pretty bright. So are they gonna do like a little say goodbye to the songbirds in the water?
Not that I know. We're just supposed to slip out quietly.
Yeah. You wanna sneak out quietly? Huh? No, chairs are coming off, unless you need them for getting up and down. Okay, so on your backs, okay, I will come put blankets underneath heads for those that need them.
Okay, I mean, yeah.
You do. Yeah, okay. There you go. You are moving. Look how that's actually getting easier for you. You might not think so, but I think it looks like it. So coming onto your backs. Yeah, I'm gonna take, see what you need there. Okay. Oh, good. Ah. Okay. With your strap.
Better do so.
I don't know if you need this or not. How's that feel? All righty. Go ahead and start windshield wipers. Are you gonna do? Okay. So windshield wipers seated, beautiful. Okay, is just here. You're just gonna move the legs one way, and you just actually move your body the other way. And then you in here. Good to see you, Joan. Glad to have you back. Move. Get in. Go see another appointment. You just have to keep doing it. It's because what we do makes it too tight. So this is seated. So Larry, bend your knees. Plant your feet. Let your head come down. You don't want to strain. It's too high. Just back and forth.
Opposite directions.
Mm-hmm. Totally could use that way if you want. And then plant your feet and just roll up, getting your hips off the floor and back down. So this one, Diana, you can do it this way. So it's a bridge pose, okay? You are trying to lift your hips. If you reach back here for the chair, you got to push into your feet and you're not going to get your hips to really lift, but you can lift through the heart. You could do this, but I think it's a little not very steady on the chair to do that way. So Linda's like, I don't know what to do. Yeah. Okay, bridge pose is the lifting the hips, rolling up and down the spine.
So it just is like this.
Oh,
So the inhale takes us up. There's a pause. And the exhale pulls us back down, rolling through the spine. Inhale it up, goes up. There's a pause, and exhale rolls it back down. Inhale, push into the feet, push, exhale, roll back down. And Diana, I'll show you how to do this in your chair in just a sec. Go ahead and put it on one foot. Okay, we've done this before, but it's been a while. Okay, the thing that I love about this whole leg can stay straight if you need it to. You're gonna reach where your arms can reach the strap, and you're gonna pull the elbows back to the floor. That takes this femur bone, this whole leg bone, and pulls it into the socket. It's a fabulous place to be. And then you're just gonna take it and let it go side to side, forward and back, based on what you feel. So find the movement first, and then take the breath. So maybe you make a circle, okay? Maybe you go side to side, the inhale goes one way, the exhale comes back. Make it smooth. That's where we're going. Perfect. The only thing we better, can you get it straight up flat? It rolls.
yeah.
Some of them don't stay.
You
got that? Okay.
can go back, so.
Oh, yeah.
Daddy,
Uh-huh.
so I'm thinking like leg,
Which leg doing what?
this.
And is it in the hip, where is it at? I haven't done that for a while. Michelle had one of those.
Yeah.
I did that. Ooh, you thought. So was it, do you know where it was? Hamstring?
So I'm
So-
trying to do.
You're gonna keep this even. You don't want to feel at all. Any kind of pull whatsoever,
Right.
because
Maybe it's just stretching.
you need to let it heal. So you want to move to the edge, but the minute you feel the pain of that pull, you pull back. You can still work it. It's still gonna work here. But it's
It's
not.
not this.
Oh, I know.
It's that,
Well,
most of it feels like up in here.
maybe it's loose.
Yeah, I feel like it's in my butt.
So what, do you feel it here?
Feel right.
Or do you feel the pain of that muscle?
Yes. When you do that, I feel, that is it.
Hamstring originates right there on the sit bone,
Okay.
and then it moves down, and it's not a very big muscle.
Thank
So
you,
you
yeah,
do-
that's true, because
Thank
when
you.
I first happened, I had my husband's elbow in there.
And release it. It takes, I had a friend take 2 years to heal that.
Don't tell me.
But,
So,
no, I want to tell you that because you can do so much.
okay,
How did it feel when you were pulling to walk back that feel? Did you feel it then?
yeah, it didn't hurt,
Okay, but you can feel it.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's where you work to, the feel without pain, and you work it. You don't worry, because the stretching of it, you're gonna stretch it with your new hands. Okay, if you haven't changed to the other leg. Okay, it is absolutely fabulous. to do it that way. Well, can you feel it there? So you're gonna feel it there. No, but you'll feel it here. Yeah, that's what you're not gonna do. So when you're just not gonna move to anything, you can come here. This is actually great work you're gonna create. So any kind of breathing that you do in that muscle, round and around and around like that,
Okay.
and reversing is just gonna increase blood flow, and that's what you want. That's all you
This
can
is
do.
not what you want to do with this.
You can try bending your knee. Does that hurt? There, okay. So you can do all of this kind of stuff. What you can't do is pull the pole.
And I used to be able to.
I know. But, so this is kind of when I was diagnosed with chronic fatigue, it was like, so if it takes me 5 years, 5 years is gonna go by regardless. If at the end of 5 years, I'm better, would it be worth going through this? It's not gonna take you 5 years, it only took a year and a half. So if the problem with the hamstring is, how did it feel when you were like in the down dog? It's okay, that's normal. How did you
So
feel
like
in the
this,
down dog?
I feel down here.
That's fine, that's not gonna bug
Okay.
it. No, it's up there where you feel that pain.
It's right up there.
Yeah,
It's
and you're
like
just not, you're
this.
not blowing it. I know. Did you move second leg?
Yeah.
Did you change legs?
No.
Yeah.
They said it like this.
Yes, second leg is calming.
I keep it.
That's okay. You can still work it. Beautifully done. Oh.
Nobody had a file.
Did you do all that? Yes. Okay. So you can work to where you feel the edge of that.
Okay.
Okay. So the question, this is for the tape. Somebody's got a hamstring pull. Okay. You don't work to the pain of the hamstring pull. And it's not just even hamstring. It's any of them. So when I do a quadricep stretch, okay, if I'm pulling back, at first, it feels fabulous, and then I get to a point where I can feel that also the hip flexor is engaged, and I have to be really careful with my hip flexor. So you're working to the edge. This is what we're doing with the strap. For those of you online, is just finding range of motion. Now, I would suggest, and you can do this in bed, it's not the best place, but if you do this in the mornings before you wake up, and you do it with your breath, right? You find the inhale and the exhale, and you move to sensation, but not to pain. So if you've got an injury you're working on, you're not working and just grin and bear it, no pain, no gain. All of those adages they're false. They're not living in the present moment. They're trying to numb the pain that the body is telling you have. So instead, just find range of motion and move. And then go ahead, take a twist to one side, lose your strap. Take the knees one direction, all the way to the floor, and look the opposite way. The hand can go, it doesn't have to. You can bring a hand onto your thighs. You can bring the knees up closer to your shoulders. You get to lose this now, you don't need it anymore. Yeah, you're done. Just bend the knees and look the other way. Yeah. So try to look. There you go. Here is a total wringing out of the spine. Beautifully done. And you're just going to hold it in place. So if that is so
I hate further back then.
right.
Oh,
Let's do this. No. Yeah, you can go. They come there. Oh, yeah. Now try to lean. Just leave it. Just hold it still. And try to look back towards yours. Oh, that's the twist. That's what we want, that twist. Yeah. Just breathe like that. Is this okay for me? Beautifully done. And then over to the other side, both knees, they both go. Here, this here. And then you can just bend and go right over it that way. Now look back towards Linda, but keep your knees
there. Yeah. So we're just finding that twist in the body. Beautifully done.
Sure.
And then let's work the bolster underneath the knees if you need it. Or maybe Shavasana is just, but this will help you release the back. Letting yourself be still. Beautiful work. Well done moving with the breath today. Gilbert, do you want something under your knees? Did that say no?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Yoga is not for experts. It is for human beings. And last time I looked, each one of you was a human being. See if you can find some stillness. For a moment, find your breath on the inhale and the exhale. Let it be okay that you find that stillness. If our breathing is chaotic, then our mind is chaotic, and our emotions are chaotic. Stopping in the middle of a difficult moment and bringing your attention to your breath is an excellent response to relieve chaos. Letting the pause, letting the breath begin again. So there's an inhale, and there's a pause, and there's an exhale, and there's a pause. Brings awareness back in. Notice how it kind of wakes you back up. It puts you back in your body, back in this life, in this world, back maybe even remembering things you've got to do today. Darn. We'd get pretty bored if all we could do was sit around and lay around all day. But can we practice stillness in all the tasks that we have to do today? So slowly, your favorite part is getting up off the floor. Move yourself from your backs to a side, from your side, up to your hands and knees. Finding a seat. Moving the stuff out of the way. There you go. You're doing perfect. Whether you sit back on a chair, pause for just a moment, or on the floor, Close your eyes, find a complete breath. An inhale, a pause. An exhale, a pause. Offer up a prayer of gratitude for this beautiful body that you inhabit. And it's taken you through life. It may not be the same as it was when you were in your 20s or your teenagers or even 30s or 40s or 50s or 60s. But it has gotten you through life and it's gotten you through. Bring the hands to heart center. Namaste. Beautifully done. Fabulous work.
What is namaste?
Namaste, great question. Namaste means I bow you, is what it translates. But it actually means the divine, the good, the great, the light that's within you.